On our academic calendar, we normally have what we call class day for specific classes that have similar interests. This time, being the second term, we decided we plan to have a class day for senior 4 and senior 6. Why this time? Because this is the time when these people have just finished registration. So we want to explain the parents' issues regarding registration so they can confirm that their children are registered with UNEB. Two, these children are being prepared for mocks. And we normally want the children not to be disadvantaged. We want parents to give them priority as candidates so that they are not, say, are left at home because of maybe non-payment or delaying in payment of fees. We always tell them that the candidates need to be given a priority. So we are basically sensitizing parents on their role as a parent of a candidate. What are you supposed to do? How do you prepare this child? You as a parent, first we do the teaching, but there's a lot more that a child needs from the home. Support in terms of guidance and counseling and the requirements that are required for a child, so that the child is not disadvantaged, so that is given the best possible chance to succeed and to excel in academics. So that is basically emphasizing the parents over their role, but also updating them on the academic performance and their children, of the discipline of their children, and the attendance of their children, because those three contribute to the overall performance of a child in the school.
Last day, we bring the teachers to regular teachers and then possibly follow up with the academic parent to see that this child is able to do better than the average performance. Then possibly we also tell the parent the other side of the child that doesn't know about the child who is better because today a teacher, class teacher or subject teacher will now get the opportunity to meet the parent. Experience with once in a while gotten girls who are really pregnant, or boys who are even responsible in school. Now the first thing we do, once assessed and proved to be pregnant, we first of all take the child for medical check-up to really see the shin good condition, then we bring the parents on board. Many girls don't usually want the parents to know in the first time, but of course with the time they realize they have nowhere to run to. They accept to bring the parents, then we agree. Parents in most cases feel like on 3 occasions I've had parents who leave their children with me. But we continue talking until when they accept to carry the burden. But we've always advised them after giving birth, they come back. I usually take note of them. Like last year, I had these 6 mothers. I talked to the head teacher, waived off fees of that term where they gave birth, and they're now back in class. So we encourage them to give birth, then come back to school. But tell these others it's not the best. They shouldn't copy it. It's not the best thing they should really do. But once it has come, you can't throw this child away. She still needs help.
I think it is good because what we always expect out of our children, we send them to excel. So if a child misbehaves and the school administrator actually has them, then we the parents do not actually look at it from the bad side, from the bad point. Because we are both trying to bring up these children as a team. And in the academic, it is parents, teachers, and the management jointly ensure that these children are not. Normally, we agreed as head teachers in Mbale City. We are about 40 to 50 schools, including private schools, and we said that there's a time we had a lot of hooliganism in schools in the city, where students were fighting, they were with stones, they were robbing people, Sometimes we didn't even know whether they were students or not. But we said, however, even amongst our fellow students, our fellow students, you find some who are beyond, should we say, repair. Some of them have gangs, some of them are involved in drugs, some of them are thieves, they rob, maybe they have been caught act of robbing. So it is normally when someone has committed a gross crime, what we consider to be gross, and that is fighting with a dangerous weapon, or drug abuse, or alcoholism, or maybe robbery, and so on. Those ones we consider to be serious. So normally these students keep moving from one school to another. So he lives here, he moves to the neighboring school, he creates a gang, or he still exists in the same gang. So we agreed as head teachers that when such happens, let us share information. So that we are not saying that don't admit this child. We are saying if you are going to admit him, at least know about how he behaves, so that you can admit him at your own risk, or you admit him and maybe this child can fail to live in Mbale SS, but he can be able to exist in maybe another school environment. So we are saying, be informed when you are admitting a new student, at least know his history, so that you can know how to handle it. Of course, these are children. We can't say you are preventing him from being admitted. The other people have the right to admit or not to admit. But in most cases, they are admitted actually, on the contrary. But sometimes some few change, but some will still continue with the same behavior. And it takes just one indisciplined student to disorganize the whole school. So that's why we caution our colleagues that please, if you have chased away students, maybe you think twice before you admit them, because they will come and disorganize your school. That's the reason why we say we share information, so that when they go to those schools, they are aware that this student did this. If they think they can help him change, that is okay. But if they think maybe this child needs to go a bit far from this environment where he's used to, that is even better, because instead of coming to Mbale City, you can go and maybe start in a school which is a bit a distance, where he will not have contact with members of his gang or people he has been dealing with. That was the rationale behind that.
Any message to parents?
Yeah, we want to thank our.
We should always remember that our children are just but children. Even if somebody looks big or is even taller than you, as long as they are your children, please don't get tired of telling them what is right and what is not right. The role of the parent ends when the child has died, or when you, the parent, has died. Even if it's a married child, that child remains your child and your responsibility. So don't get tired of talking to them, guiding them, and counseling them. When these children come back home, at school we give them a lot of work. When they come home, please give them a chance to rest a bit, to freshen up a bit, and be able to clear their minds so that they can do some more reading, most especially now that they are candidates. But the child reaches home, maybe you have a bar, you're like, okay, remove your uniform, let's go at work. This is where the money comes from. So you find this young person in the bar until maybe very late, helping you to get money, which is okay. But let's think about them. What has been happening to them the whole day at school? And there is nothing as tiring as brain work. By the time they leave this place, because one teacher comes in, another comes in after that one, and the other one comes in. By the time they get home, they are really tired. I'm not saying you shouldn't give them house chores, they shouldn't help you. They're supposed to help you. But for the candidates, let's give them some time to prepare for these exams really well. They need some bit of rest, and they need some more time at home to continue with reading.
These are the forms of cases that students commit in Mbale City. One, carrying of phones. These phones have been discouraged because they distract our learners very much, particularly when they are attending lessons. When you are seated on the desk, 4 people, and one person has a phone and it rings, what happens is it draws the attention of everybody on that desk. At times, these students who have phones, don't have the wish to study. As the teacher is teaching, he is scrolling on his phone. At times he's playing music. And when he plays music, what happens to the others? They will also be tempted to look there. Moreover, there is a lesson going on. So what you're learning is that some of them, when the teachers of English, math, they are passing around trying to mark. As the teacher is ready, the student behind there is photographing the teacher. And then send it on the mass media, everybody to see. At times, this phone is getting lost. And then the students come and bother us, the administration, that my phone got lost. Then we start punishing other students for nothing. At times, when this one has a phone, he will force another student to go and look for all ways of getting money and also get a similar phone. You can even come and steal from we parents. So in Mbale says we don't tolerate any phones here. And if we confiscate, it goes forever. 2, consumption of alcohol and drugs. We got to this one with a student who had a very big bag. But in the bag there was nothing except this bottle of jet fuel. Some of you, we are looking at it, you can even become dizzy. This is my friends here who know this. So, it's called the Aquarium. And then we have this one. It's called sorry, Reverend, yeah. This is Untitled Food. It is so unfortunate, but it is high time. Forewarned is forearmed. Go and tell them what we are doing. For us, we have even titled our discipline by empowering all the workers. All the workers, even the ground workers, they have the authority to arrest a student who is on the road.
Much as this child spends time with you at home, but for those who stay in the hostels, this child spends more time at school here than at home with you. And also given the fact that some of you, most time is not at home. Even during holidays, you're not there because you're very busy looking for money here and there. So you get very little time to get to know this child, your child. So it is very important and very critical that you get to know the class teacher of your child. And the knowing should not just be physical. You should also get the contact of these class teachers, because you should be able to find out how your child is faring while at school. And of course, I don't want you to forget the subject teachers, because these are the people who interact on a daily basis with these children while they are being taught in the class. So it is important that you get to know them, because they will tell you your child is weak in this subject, your child is strong in the other subjects, so that you can forge the way forward on how to improve. The other reason why we come to this meeting is for you to know the behavior of your child. You know, our children behave differently when they are at home. They behave differently when they are on the way between home and school. And also, they behave very differently while they are at school. So your coming definitely will give you a glimpse of how your child behaves. Then, of course, the other aspect is the academic bit. Because the main reason we are here is to find a way of improving the academic performance of our children. And that is why we are here today. I want to mention that these two classes, Senior 4 and Senior 6 classes, are very critical classes, especially at the academic stage of a child in a secondary school. Senior 4 determines, for instance, which combination the child is going to offer at A level, Is it science? Is it arts? So the focus is narrowed down, especially at A level. And it begins with choice making as far as the subjects are concerned. But even before then, that child must know what kind of career they are going to offer in the future.
Islamic